Greetings to all, and welcome back to my channel. Allow me to ask you a question. Have you ever noticed a woman and wondered, I'm not sure if she's interested in me or just being kind? Even after you repeat your discussions and overanalyze her communications, you still feel both hopeful and anxious. What if I told you that everything can be revealed by one small action? That she already has an emotional attachment to you when she does this? Before we delve further, please remember to subscribe and like this video. It enables me to connect with more men who have finished speculating and are prepared to comprehend. Pay close attention now, because women tend not to express their true feelings at first. They indicate it. These signals are also not very noticeable or loud. Quiet, innate, and profoundly psychological, they are. A lady will lower her defenses when she is truly attracted to you. You'll see it in her energy shifts around you, not in what she says. Her emotional barriers, which have been erected over the years due to experiences and setbacks, seem to be beginning to slowly erode. She gradually starts to show her true personality, frequently without even noticing it. Most men make the biggest error of all. They search for words rather than patterns. The attraction of a woman is not expressed. Through tiny actions, it seeps out. She begins using your sentences, matching your rhythm and tone. It's a neurobiological indicator of connection, subconscious mimicry. By doing this, she is no longer acting out a part, she is cooperating with you. Around you, her nervous system feels secure. Give that some thought. Physical protection is not what a woman considers to be safe. It has to do with emotional sensitivity. She is already emotionally, not physically, attached if she laughs more readily, makes gentle but constant eye contact, or begins making modest personal revelations. Because most guys either rush in with behavior that seeks affirmation or they doubt it and shrink back. They miss or ruin her when her guard is dropping. She has already made an internal decision, though, when she starts to emotionally align with you. She might not say it out loud. She might even resist. She's secretly thinking, though, this man feels different. Therefore, the question is not if she likes you. It all depends on your ability to spot the warning signs before you ignore them, and everything about your relationship with women changes permanently once you figure it out. This is the unsettling reality. Rather than women losing interest, most men spoil attraction because they fail to recognize the fragility of that emotional spark. She refuses to do so if she begins to feel something for you. She's afraid. For women, attraction comes naturally. Emotional surrender is what it is, and only when she perceives a balance between strength, stability, and unpredictability does she yield. She is trying to gauge your level of energy when she does that, leans in a bit closer than is appropriate, lingers after the talk should have ended, or gives you that stare that persists for half a second. Her question isn't, do you like me? Am I letting my guard down because you're grounded enough? She asks in a quiet voice. Because they know that women don't fall for males. They are attracted to men they sense. Most males make mistakes like this. You begin elaborating, revealing too much, and demonstrating your goodness, but that reads as emotional instability to her nervous system. What was already freely given to you is something you're attempting to earn. Attraction vanishes as soon as she detects your need for it. When her emotions are erratic, she really needs to feel secure in your ambiguity and see your poise. A lady becomes subtly more emotionally exposed as her interest grows. She will begin making up reasons to talk to you, making inane little inquiries, or jokingly questioning your opinions. It isn't arbitrary. It's an emotional closeness invitation from her subconscious. She asks you to meet her in her hiding place. She feels noticed and not judged if you react to her playfulness with cool confidence rather than haughtiness or harshness. At that point, she starts to connect. Because intensity isn't the way to build connection, it is constructed by regular presence. There's no need for you to pursue her. Simply maintain your composure till she chooses to approach you. Women, you see, don't believe anything you say. They are seduced by the feelings you evoke in them while you remain silent. That peaceful assurance, that solid quiet, her instincts are craving it. She is not attracted to approval. She is attracted to consistency. Therefore, when she begins to show you her enthusiasm, focus, tenderness, and interest, don't smother it. Avoid analyzing it. Give it space to breathe. That's how you continue to invest in her. That's how you transform a transient attraction into a deep emotional bond. We should be brutally honest for a moment. A lady cannot fall in love with you. You are only capable of becoming the type of man she feels secure enough to love. That's the reality that nobody shares with you. Because games or strategies don't create true attraction. It is based on emotional heaviness. And when you quit attempting to impress her and begin projecting a composed masculine assurance that gravity manifests, grand gestures are not necessary when she is interested in you. She merely desires to sense your groundedness. In other words, your tone, your eye contact, and your silence all convey a deeper meaning than words could. She is looking at you if she is paying attention. Can this man deal with my feelings without becoming unstable? She becomes more attracted if the response is affirmative. If she senses that your energy changes based on her response, she will follow her instincts if the answer is no. You see, women test for emotional control rather than physical strength in an unconscious way. They will provide you with small obstacles to prove you are not weak, not to cause you harm. After expressing interest, she may seem aloof, question your intentions, or tease you. The majority of guys panic and begin pursuing more vigorously, yet it is just the wrong thing to do. Remain grounded, take a deep breath, and allow her to return. She wills something inside of her changes if she perceives that your value is independent of her approval. You transform from simply another guy into the emotional support system she didn't realize she required. She begins to reveal more in-depth information. Her tales start to feel more intimate. Her voice becomes softer, and she starts to mimic your poise. That is not an accident. That's what emotional bonding is. I trust you with my truth, she says without using words. Here's the secret. As she starts to emotionally trust you, attraction turns into attachment. At that point, you start to become a presence in her thoughts rather than just an option. She will still think about you even if you are not present, not because of what you did, but rather because of the way she felt when you were genuine, assured, and composed. Most males never discover that secret by chasing a woman's energy. You can never win her heart. Mastering yours is how you get it. This is the deeper part. Because she acts paradoxically when she is already attracted to you, she may grow aloof, retreat, or exhibit unexpected erratic behavior. And most men find this confusing. In actuality, she is defending herself, even if others believe she is losing interest. She wasn't prepared for the emotional response you gave her, and her heart begins to battle her mind. She becomes more vulnerable as a result of attraction, and most women who have experienced past hurt find vulnerability frightening. Everything depends on how you respond in this situation. You will reinforce her suspicion that your composure was conditional if you begin to chase her, text more, inquire as to what's wrong, or give too many explanations. But a significant thing occurs if you stay calm, kind, and unflinching. She starts to re engage with your energy because pursuing a woman's greatest desire is not appropriate. When she puts it to the test, the man who maintains his composure should be trusted. Realize this. In order to ensure that you won't leave her when the time comes, she may occasionally start little storms when she is emotionally connected. It's instinctive, not conscious. She wants to know that her gentleness and disarray can coexist with you. The men who take her comments personally are the ones who don't pass this test. They become aloof, defensive, or desperate. Instead of reacting, the man who passes listens, breathes, and responds. Her feminine sense gives up completely at that point. She begins to regard your presence as if it were her own personal protection. Unaware that she is relying on you emotionally, she will ask for your opinion, value your quiet, and share details she has never told anybody. She stops playing in front of you. You can see then that she is genuinely invested. Don't consider her candor as approval to settle for less, though she is drawn to the masculine presence because it is a vibrant, breathing force. It has to be kept up. You keep it going by remaining focused on your goals and not only on her love. For when your identity is centered on her approval, the polarity dies. Not only do you want her love, but you also want her respect. Additionally, you gain respect by demonstrating consistency in the face of her inconsistency. That's how devotion is developed. Therefore, do not become alarmed if she is being erratic. It's an emotional adjustment rather than rejection. She wants to know if you really are strong. She will always approach you if you remain composed and in control. Let's now discuss the portion that nobody can prepare you for. What occurs once she develops an emotional bond with you? Because she experiences a significant psychological shift when she is genuinely interested in you. She starts to mimic not only your actions, but also your emotional cadence. When grounded, she feels at ease. It makes her feel unsafe if you're a mess. That's how strong your impact gets. After letting her defenses down and emotionally choosing you, a woman starts investing without being asked. She will begin to remember little things about your life, make room for you in her daily schedule, and quietly adjust her priorities to match yours. It won't be necessary for you to plead. She'll be generous with it. This is where the problem starts, though, because the more she experiences a feeling, the more she fears losing it. At that point, she starts to notice your silence, tone, and distance. That sensitivity is misconstrued by most men as neediness. It's not, though. Attunement to emotions is the key. A caring woman senses your presence even when you're not talking. She will therefore detect a change in your vibe. She will be able to tell if you are disinterested. Because of this, your composed confidence is more important than ever. Because consistency, not perfection, is what woman needs when she is emotionally committed. She must believe that your stability is constant. At this point, partnerships either get stronger or end. If you maintain your emotional control, lead with honesty, and remain present, she will become even closer. She will start to trust your leadership, but not in a domineering manner. Rather, it will be grounded and masculine, allowing her to unwind. She will begin to express her love more freely, and the connection will come naturally. However, if you begin to disregard her effort or allow insecurity to sneak in, she will unconsciously withdraw since her gut tells her something is wrong. When they quit loving you, women stay. When they no longer feel secure in your love, they depart. Thus, your most potent attraction is your inner tranquility. Thus, if she is making an attempt, becoming softer around you, or changing the tone of her voice when speaking to you, take that for what it is. It's more than just like you. It is a form of emotional surrender. She's already won over by you. Your sole task now is to keep the object that caused her to fall safe. The following fact distinguishes men who maintain a woman's devotion from those who merely experience it. The goal of true attraction is not to get her attention. The goal is to keep her respect. Her intuition always looks for one thing once she becomes emotionally committed. Does this man look like who he is? Additionally, she feels comfortable continuing to love you if your words, deeds, and energy are all in harmony. But her heart will begin to erect barriers once more if you lose your consistency. It's no little matter when a woman is willing to offer herself to you emotionally. It indicates that she has made the conscious decision to allow you to affect her emotional world. She will begin to mimic your vigor, rely on your steadiness, and lower her mood in your company. That is the degree of confidence you have in your abilities. In all honesty, what sort of man are you teaching her to identify with love? Calm or disorder? Confidence or uncertainty? Because most men never understand this. You become the space she feels inside of you once you have gained her emotional trust. Even after you're gone, she still feels your presence. For this reason, emotional control is important. You are not required to be flawless. Be steady. You must continue to be grounded in your passion, purpose, and values. That's the reason she remains drawn to your vibe. Indeed, she will continue to test you, not because she has any qualms about you, but rather to make sure that your strength is permanent. Consciously or unconsciously, every woman makes sure she can still trust the man she loves because she sees something uncommon, a man who not only demands respect but embodies it. She falls even more when you respond to those occasions with composed leadership rather than ego. That's it then. If she softens her tone when you speak, if she begins to express her feelings without fear, or if she exhibits that subtle vulnerability around you, she is already yours. But charm and dominance aren't what decide if you keep her. It's moral rectitude. She will see that your strength is genuine. A condition of being, that is. Do not forget this. Excitation doesn't keep women around. They remain because it seems like home. Be that calm, protect it, expand it. A man becomes memorable when he manages his composure.